on.
We're on. Woohoo!
Hi.
Hello, everybody.
Hey.
So this is our first time doing such a thing, and we're gonna watch along with you. We're what, 5 minutes away from the start of the live show.
Yes.
Anybody want to get any quick predictions in or updates or anything?
Go for it.
I just have to say it's really exciting to, take part in Jasmine's birthday week.
Yes. So glad we could be here for this.
Her 3 weeks of birthdays.
Yes.
I can't believe I'm on the block on my birthday week.
It's summer birthdays all summer long. What can you say?
Her birthday is in any month that has a Y.
Yep.
It's not her fault.
That's it. Well, it'll be interesting to see what happens when our outsiders go back inside and everybody sees who's still there and who is not there. Sneaking suspicion, Joseph isn't going to be there. And Taylor's going to be probably a little bit mad about it. A little bit. Huh? We had all sorts of action, so
it's starting. All right, guys. So we're planning to talk during give our smallish comments as we go, and then at commercial we can jump in. So I don't know. We might need to put a pin in it.
Yeah.
But this is.
I'd like to say this show Ghost is awful.
No, it's not. It's fantastic.
It's unwatchable.
Have you seen the British version? Try it.
No, but this
try
is
the British
terrible.
version. It's not. It's fantastic. Is this the first episode you've seen? Just these minutes right here while we're waiting?
Yes.
Well, then that's not fair. That's really fair, but
yes.
I like that the Revolutionary War guys, and he's secretly in love with one of the British guys that died.
Yeah,
he's a ghost next door. It's pretty funny.
It is my daughter's favorite television show. I mean, she is 8, but it is her favorite.
And David,
if I was 8, I would like it.
And two guesses how that Cub Scout leader has an arrow in his throat.
That's how he died, right?
But by one of his Cub Scouts.
Yeah, I figured.
That's funny.
This isn't deep.
Come on, that's hilarious.
We don't have to do a podcast on interpreting this show for sure.
Well, it's hilarious. It's hilarious. And the British version is also very good. We got a couple of people joining in. Look at this. Woo,
Yay. If you have comments, leave them in the chat.
Say hi. JP is here.
Hey, JP. Producer JP. Producer, not producer.
Janky producer.
No, he's only the producer if things start to go wrong with the equipment. Then
there we go.
Oh, you guys, we'll have to tell you. This is pretty funny how we're trying to watch this, but we'll tell you guys later.
Yeah. Living in the metaverse. This is our own version of the rehearsal. That's
what actually, I don't even know if we should talk about it because it's probably not legal.
Except for in New Jersey.
We just have to say thank you, Facebook, and you know what?
Thanks for all the help.
If you're out watching the Kansas City Chiefs game tonight.
Yeah, again, weird that's not an issue here, but there I don't know.
I'm not sure why with Tariq Hill gone, they will not be as good.
I don't know. Omaha's weird. We don't have our own major team. Pro team. A pro team.
You don't really even have your own major city, frankly, in the state. So.
Okay.
Those are fighting words.
We're gonna go there. I'm pretty sure. Actually, technically, Omaha's bigger than Miami. I think.
Is it?
You take the population of actual Miami, not Miami-Dade County, actual Miami, versus the population of Omaha. I'm pretty sure Omaha's bigger.
I think Broward County is 7 million.
It's a lot.
Yeah.
But you know what? Miami and Omaha both have in common excellent zoos.
The Omaha one is really good. Just saying. It's real good. Okay.
All right, here we go.
Let's see. We get to see what Julie's wearing. Yay!
Blessedly, the Ghost Show is over.
That's a great show. Come on.
I'm sure it is.
Oh.
The Real Love Boat. Now that I gotta watch.
Oh, look at her. She looks nice.
Oh
Like
no,
a-
they don't sync.
She looks like a tangerine dream.
It just started here. I must be 30 seconds behind you guys.
Oh, spoilers. We're living in the future, even though
Yep.
you're East Coast.
I like Julie's shoes.
Yeah, they're cute. Just looking nice. Not a weird dress at all.
Fly swatters. We didn't even talk about that.
Yeah, that'll come up this week.
Because it wasn't a real alliance.
Well, it wasn't a real alliance that Jasmine was in, according to Jasmine.
What is Alyssa's tattoo of?
And I think it's like a silhouette of a woman's face.
Oh,
Oh.
like a profile kind of situation.
I thought it was the Grinch's thumb.
That would be random.
That's what it looked like.
Next on my tattoo list.
And what was the deal? Did you see that outfit she's wearing there? That big giant. That's one of the guys' jackets, right? That aqua thing she was wearing.
Yeah. Yeah, I think
It was a weird choice.
so. A little bit.
They really think these festival names are witty.
They think every name that they come up with things are witty.
No, Brochella's pretty funny.
It's better than Mom Juan. I mean,
Right, it is.
Oh, Mon Juan. Oh, I want to put something on my head now.
but
And say
first,
Mon-
Mon Juan.
Counterfeit purses.
See, I think Terrence is playing a rope-a-dope. He's like Muhammad Ali, just hanging back.
I think he found a lucky pocket.
I mean,
He wouldn't be the first one to win that way.
but every single time they show him, he always thinks he's playing amazing. I just think I think they only air it when he is actually doing something versus nothing.
Well, there is a lot to be said about wall yellers that they won't say on this week. So Terrence didn't play this week by himself.
A little birdie just told him.
Did
Yeah,
the wall yellers tell him more than Kyle did?
We don't know what they said exactly. They put it in lockdown, cut the feeds for like almost 24, 48 hours, had music playing loudly so the house guests couldn't hear wall yellers, had to wear headphones at night so they could sleep over the sound of the music. It was a whole thing.
And then they
Well,
go
I
back to the
just-
feeds, and he all of a sudden now he knows.
Yeah.
I just realized
Well,
I got to be
Kyle
careful
did-
because we know a lot of stuff that's going to happen here and it hasn't aired yet. So I got to
Yeah.
be careful not
Also-
to spoil people.
Also, I
The
just want to put a
conversation-
disclaimer real quick. Real quick. We are going to try to keep everything PG, but if something, I'm just saying, just be careful, guys.
Just in case.
Not us, the people listening.
Just in case.
Just want to put it out there, just in
Fear
case.
them up.
Just in case.
Nobody told me about a language rating, really?
Well, we always try to, but I'm just saying, if something were to really happen that we were like,
And happens.
okay, we'll
Usually
do our
by
best.
me. But yeah, pretty much everything that we need to know we saw yesterday. It just
Yeah.
did not include any of the wall yeller stuff. But Kyle is the one who's told him what was up. The wall yeller happened after Kyle.
Dude, Kyle. Oh,
You know, I have to wonder. You noticed that JP was missing from Facebook for a couple days, so I wonder if he wasn't the wall yeller. Because isn't that a total JP thing to do?
it is. He would totally do that.
Yeah.
Look at her. Okay, she is looking a little next day bridesmaid, a little bit. Still great, but a little.
She spent some money on those shoes, though.
She made sure they panned out to show him. You better get a wide shot of these shoes. Do you know how much they cost my husband?
A lot.
But it is the unknown outside that is worrying them the most. Peter meeting is adjourned.
That Brittany.
I can't believe they ever thought Kyle was going to put Alyssa up. I just think that's hysterical.
Yeah, it drives me crazy. It drives me crazy. Like, no, that's never going to happen. It never has. It never will. You don't put your showmans on the block.
I hope that Turner's able to talk to Terrence and they get Kyle out. And that'd be hilarious.
Fingers crossed, because that'd be great.
Come on, Turner.
I'm still on the block, but the good thing is Jackson is too. Small part of me wouldn't have minded to have a power deal on me, but I know that the plan is the plan.
I'm glad that Monty is getting more involved with the game. Glad to see him.
I'm glad we get to see him be involved.
He's,
Yeah.
he's playing the Xavier strategy.
Just lay low. Come in when we need you.
Yep, exactly. And all of a sudden he'll win 4 in a row, and they'll be like, "How did that happen? Where'd he come from?"
Notice that hoodie? That hoodie she's wearing, that's the Ricard hoodie.
Really?
Just
Oh, is it really?
Yeah,
It's just still
a
in the
shade
house?
different.
It's Ricard's hoodie. Yeah, he left
Yeah.
it.
Damn it.
Survivor Ricard.
Right. Well, I guess that wouldn't work, would it? Never mind. CBS confiscated it.
Yeah, there you go. CBS owns it. It was a loaner.
Yeah, it was a loaner. Were those ice cream cones turned upside down? What was that?
A strange sculpture.
Everything's going great at Big Brochella. Brittany left nominations the same. We have all the controls. I have no idea what's happening outside, and that's stressful.
There is a
You guys
lot.
are like 20 seconds ahead of me.
No, or are you 20 seconds behind us? I mean,
Slowpoke.
catch up, Dave.
Turner vote. One vote to eliminate Weston, one vote to eliminate Kyle. Here's the tiebreaker.
There's a lot of teal in these shots.
Aqua.
Like aqua everywhere.
Very. It's like my favorite color, so I'm okay with it.
I'm not hating it.
Greens and blues and purples right there. He's yeah.
Is that another silhouette on her wrist too?
Yeah.
Is she gets like the same tattoo over and over again?
Oh, I think she has a word somewhere too. Like a word.
Unless she's using Terrence's leftover tattoos from his punishment.
Yes. That's amazing.
Oh, look. Is she wearing orange also? Or is she trying to match Miss Moonbaz?
Oh my God!
And then they're going to have to go
I like
out there and
Monty's
talk to
shirt.
each other.
Monty's shirt's got a good 70s vibe to it.
Yeah. But you know what? He's probably gonna look okay in a lot of things. I'm just
I like
saying.
how it pans to the outside and Joseph's just sitting there like in a crumpled ball without his shirt on.
Yeah, when they figured out that it was just the it's just the half knot, but it's outside.
Yeah.
He said that, didn't he? That's pretty
Yep.
great.
So we've
Okay,
got
can we-
the group inside is contemplating on who is going to come back in the house, who they think is going to be on. Here's the deal, guys. This is not something we're going to see. I really just can't say that we're going to see this on CBS's edit, but there was a moment before the groups got separated and went outside that Joseph was able to get message to Terrence and told Terrence to target Joseph.
Yes.
So Michael has an
Like trying to
idea.
put a bug in his ear so he try to control a little bit out there.
Yeah,
He knows all he
yeah.
has to do is put an idea in Terrence's head.
Yes, and that's why Terrence is having a good week, but I can't say that Terrence is necessarily responsible at every aspect of his good week. Him winning the comps, yes, for sure, but we'll see. I just know that when Joseph comes in, or Joseph doesn't come in, that Taylor is going to be super salty mad about it, and I cannot see that she won't have laser focus on Kyle at that point.
Yeah, but there's a whole week there for her to hear what's going on, and
Yeah, I think she'll go after Kyle. She's brought up his name a few times, and the Kyle and Alyssa partnership thing, that's just too big of a threat. And she's close enough to Michael that she needs to stay close to Michael. I don't think she's going to necessarily step out on her own, but she has had conversation with both Monty, and she's had conversation with Brittany separately about how Michael is a threat and they need to consider doing something about it, but not together that I've seen. I didn't watch the feeds.
I think Alyssa and Kyle are still gonna, if they're both there, are still going to be a bigger threat, which is good.
Yeah,
Because how you think that one of them doesn't have to go home.
Kyle and Alyssa are only a threat if Turner flips. Otherwise, they're a minority in the house. There's absolutely no threat.
And we have a question here in the chat. We'll get to that the next commercial break. Sorry about that. Didn't want to.
Will be the next member of the Big Brother jury. Let's head to the living room and talk with the two nominees. Hello, Big Brochella house guests.
I would vote against Jasmine just based on that outfit.
I think she looks really nice. It's flashy, but I think she looks nice.
And then Brittany will cast their votes to evict. But before they do, you each have a final chance to swing.
It's kind of shiny.
Yeah, it's a little reflective. Here we go. We're gonna have our Julie butt kiss.
Monty, you're up first.
No, it's Julie Chen.
Looking forward to meeting you, but hopefully no time soon. Mom, Dad, my little brother Dante, all my family and friends. I love and miss you all dearly. House guests, you guys know I'm as honest as they come. To day one, I've never had a party with any of your back. And you know that I'm really relationship. I'm not putting you on the spot, right? So I have
He's
to
charming.
I'm not digging his beard.
Well, you don't have to dig it. He's still charming. The beard's not for you, David.
I understand.
Thank you, Monty. Jasmine.
Julie,
you look prettier than a fresh bit of cornbread.
Oh my God.
I hope that's the last one we ever have to hear.
Yep.
Oh, I'm still listening to it.
And she's married. I don't know. She doesn't come across to me as married, and I don't know why that
She's
is.
never mentioned her husband once.
She just said it just now, first
Or
time.
did she?
I mean,
Before, yeah.
only because it's her birthday.
Her birthday week.
Her birthday week. Yes, exactly.
Her birthday summer.
Birthday year. Like,
It's my birthday year.
Now, the other house guests can't see this, right? They're not watching on video or anything.
Right.
then Brittany will enter the diary room and cast their vote to evict.
You will only
Taylor,
vote in the
you're
event of
first.
a tie.
Please go to the diary
One
room.
at a time. Taylor, then Brittany will enter the diary room and cast their vote to evict. Taylor, you're up first. Please go to the
Okay.
diary room.
Now, the tables have turned.
oh, let's see. Are you counting? Are you having a count there, David?
Early on, Taylor was
Huh? I'm sorry, I was distracted by Taylor's outfit. My
Are you
bad.
gonna? Oh, not a single shout out. No shout out.
Nice.
Zero.
Stuck with the leftovers plan to keep nominations the same.
See, that's class right there. No call outs.
Hi, Brittany.
Because she knows no one cares.
Right.
Thank you.
Was that three? Steven,
That was
mom and
three.
dad,
Yes.
somebody else?
Yes, yes.
Yep, that was 3.
Keep it short and sweet.
Yes.
All of the votes are in.
House guests, the votes are in.
The 2 votes.
It was weird.
It makes it fast.
Gather in
True that.
for her belongings.
the votes are in.
You have to do a separate vote to evict the eyebrows.
Oof. I hope she's taking those with her. Don't leave those in the house. Bye, girl. Woo.
Better bring your buttered biscuits.
Oh, God.
Oh.
Bye.
She really really does look great in that outfit. I don't know anybody else who would be able to wear that and look good. It's a little bit great.
No, she's kind of cute, but I can't. The eyebrows kill me every time I look at her.
The eyebrows, the fake accent.
Mhm.
That's just a lot of orange. And there's some other
And
color maybe.
Her actual voice, not her TV voice. I really like her actual voice. She has a
Like,
really
if it-
pretty
okay.
voice.
If somehow it came out that like she's like a stand-up comedian or something, she's playing a character or something like that came out, I'd be like, okay.
All is forgiven. It's
But at
forgiven.
this point, wow, like they didn't all know. Wow, they're so
It's gonna
shocked.
be
Nobody's
weird.
shocked.
It's gonna be a weird feeling to go with that few people in the house, right? Because it makes you feel like you're further in the game.
Yeah, right. They start
Everyone
letting their
come
guards
back
down.
in.
Well, and this is like the discipline side of the house, and then the outside people are all like a hot
Woo!
mess. It's just a cesspool of hot mess. And
The
Joseph.
Dyer Fest.
Well, she mentioned her birthday week.
Julie will.
The mannerisms and body language during this week at Big Brochella told me that I was probably gonna be the one on the block this week. But yeah, they definitely got me. Do you feel betrayed by anyone? And if so, who? I think right now I feel most betrayed by Alyssa because they did let me know that she was the one that kind of told them a lot of things that were going on, and we did have a lot of alliances together. So at the moment, more so
Mm.
you know, while you were inside playing Big Coachella, the others were outside competing in the Dyer Fest portion of the house.
See?
Getting evicted tonight. Who do you think's gonna walk out behind you? I honestly think it's gonna be Joseph. But
Hmm. She hopes. She's like, who's going to the jury house with me?
Right? She is.
Oh, that's exactly what she's thinking.
Some positive manifestation.
She's like, can I see him hanging around the pool there without his shirt?
She's got a picture of the two of them together on her dream board.
She just said happy birthday to her.
Julie,
Julie.
don't feed the trolls.
I told you to be Julie.
Yeah, it's because she wore the same
First
color.
week, first month. She's a Leo. That explains some of it.
A couple weeks ago, Brittany, Kyle, Turner, Taylor, Monty, Joseph, and I came together to form an alliance. We recognize that you're the strongest social and strategic player on your side of the house. I love you.
Oh, he's working the jury there.
Michael's been giving some amazing goodbye messages. Oof. That kid.
You're such a threat.
Jasmine, I'm a part of the 7-person alliance that has pretty much been in power ever since your HOA, and you were the next one to go to the jury. I can't wait to talk to you on finale night. Jasmine, I came to this game promising myself one thing, that I would never put a weapon on the block for eviction. Despite many suggestions to be the case when I was HOH, I never put you in harm's way. Best of luck.
See?
What do you think of what you just heard, especially in Michael's goodbye message?
I really love Michael. Like, I think that he
See, Michael's effective.
Yep.
So he's got to go.
Right. Yeah.
Oh no, I want him to go all the way.
Taylor
now.
has to see that.
Sure, but it's not just can you see it, it's can you do the thing you need to do to get him out.
Yep.
Fair.
No. You know what I mean? I love my pick this year.
with that, the week comes.
I can't. I'm not picking anymore because I am literally the kiss of death every week. So
Is this commercial time?
it is.
Yep.
Okay. All right. So we had a question about
Yeah.
how this season has been. This is via Ohio State for the win, and they asked how's it been. I started watching the season since the first. I haven't watched since first week, excuse me, and I enjoyed the cast of Big Brother 23, but I actually watched almost all of Big Brother 23. So yeah, I would say that if you're not following along, week to week. Obviously, you miss some things to get to know them, but this is kind of the time in Big Brother where you start to really like the cast and or not, right?
Yeah. It takes.
Well,
it's
I mean,
like it
this
takes
is week
a
6.
couple weeks. And the first 2 or 3 weeks in this house was
Yeah, you hate everybody.
Yeah, it was super. Yeah.
Yeah, they were all ganging up on Taylor and being very mean and
Yeah, there was some stuff early on.
spiteful, and there was some ugliness.
Well, it made it really easy to pick who you wanted to win and who you didn't at that point. It was that hard choices at the beginning because of that issue. And then, now is when it starts to get interesting where you have these people who have all sworn alliances to each other. And now they're going to have to start picking each other off. So maybe jump back in now and watch the rest of the season because now it's going to be like where they really have to play. We made a comment earlier that it was nice to see Terrence finally playing. Or no, Monty. Monty, what did you, who is it? Yeah, whatever.
Monty, yeah. And
That's what's happening.
I will give them, I don't know. I don't want to give them credit because I also think it's really stupid game moves, but they have gotten rid of every goat now. Like every goat's gone. So whoever is who they have.
Alyssa's still in the house.
Alyssa's still kind of a goat, right?
I mean, she is a little bit, but
she's
not
one
really
person's goat.
And Terrence is only a notch above.
But she's got Alyssa has people in the jury house. So she's not. Because she has she's gonna have Jasmine and Indy, and I mean Jasmine will get over.
I mean, maybe
betrayed. You know,
it depends who else goes to the jury and what they say to the people who are already in there.
Yeah,
right.
That's true.
You know, because if they're like, if you're upset and you won't give them the money because they didn't keep their promise to you, but that you were the only person they didn't keep their promise to, they kept their promise to their actual alliance. Like, how can you be mad at them?
I think a lot depends on how Michael handles things here on out. He's doing great with his alliance members. He's doing great sending people out the door with a positive message, but he's going to have to start turning on his own. And how that happens could change everything for him.
If he goes home and Brittany's still at the end in the final 3, wow, won't he play for her? He'll be in there just making a case for her. How smart she was.
If he goes home, it's Taylor's game to lose.
I would agree. But
I would agree, but I think Michael would be in the house trying to get Brittany the votes.
Yep. All right, we're back.
I'm not back. I'm still on commercial.
Oh, you're missing it. It's so good.
It's amazing. Oh, wow. I can't believe you missed that.
Gilligan. Cool. That janky old box that looks like it's somebody's stash. It's so bad.
Somebody's Keith pile.
It's what they were. It's what they used to keep their stash in when they were listening to the Doobie Brothers records. It's like made so 1970s.
Kyle needs to stop trying to be Derek X. It's not going to happen.
Derek is authentic.
Derek X is a damn joy. This Kyle, not so much.
Not so much. And Turner's tie-dye is like so on point every time.
He's just getting cuter and cuter, that Turner.
Look at him, how he looks at people. Turner was literally shocked when he used the power veto on him. He was like, "What?"
Yeah, it was
pretty great.
Real.
He didn't see it coming. Look at that. David dipping back in to watch the showmance. See what's up.
Hey, you got to be quick because that showmance, it happens, 10 seconds or less. You got to catch it whether you got a chance.
Yeah. Was that new info this week?
What's that?
Was that new info this week? The 10 seconds?
Nope.
Did we talk
about it?
We
made fun of him last week about it.
Did we? I don't remember.
Can you imagine him when he gets out of the house All of America knows that.
Oh, there's still girls out there that will think that they can fix him.
It's true.
Turner's like, yeah, huh?
Can I just talk about how much I love that a man who drives a Tesla also wears a hat like that? It's fantastic.
He's just so authentically weird, and I love it.
Yep.
He just is like, yeah, this is just me. I like quirky.
He feels like he's trying to be quirky.
Turner, I don't think so.
It doesn't feel 100% authentic.
Nah, he is quirky. He is the actual festival kid. Anybody there, he knows how to festival better than.
If he was playing it, he'd be talking about it more.
Yep.
He doesn't seem to be talking about it.
I'm just saying that hat felt a little over the top.
Or like digging on anybody else or their styles. He doesn't seem to do that.
He did make Jasmine cry in her birthday week because he said he was anti-balloon memorials when she wanted to send a balloon to heaven for her dad.
Only because that's not good for the birds. They can die.
Yeah, because he didn't.
And he was just like, you know, what you guys do is fine, but you know, I don't want to be responsible for a bird dying. Like, I don't need that on my karma.
Right. Not for me.
Not for him.
Joseph's working it.
He's trying.
Again, he's a very charming guy. He's like, there's nothing unlikable about Joseph. I was totally wrong about him.
Once I realized he looked like Nacho, I realized I would have been done for in that house because I would have just listened and done anything he said I needed to do.
He has to shave his head, though. He's Nacho with hair.
Yeah, he's got beautiful hair. He can't be Nacho with that hair.
Yeah, let's get everyone together. For more information.
Great. Now I want nachos.
Before I go back to the house, it's the best.
I want to go see him karaoke next time I'm in Chicago.
I am DJ Showtime. He'll come to your private party, David.
You notice they have the spiral staircase out there? That's fun. They moved it from the old kitchen to the backyard.
Oh, yeah.
That's so you can go visit Dr. Will.
Dr. Willow's up there.
Freeze his air conditioning.
Get some procedures done.
Come out looking 10 years younger.
Or like Dr. Will, which I don't even know what that is.
It's however many years old he is minus one.
It is. It's like some weird horror movie where he's like slowly turning into like a wax figure or something.
See, this is what I was talking about, Jamie.
Yep. So
I told you they'd try to bring Terrence in.
Well, let's see.
But I have with these reviews, so I'm ready to rock. Could this cause friction with the leftovers inside? I mean, who knows? And honestly, I don't even care. They've been living it up inside and had a team that's probably going jazz now. Meanwhile, we're outside eating bread and spam all week, fighting for our lives, and literally.
Why did they give him bread and spam and not slop?
I don't know. I don't know.
The after party. All right. That's cute.
But wouldn't you think that the people inside are making something too?
Well, because they're already all in an alliance.
Oh, that's true. But wouldn't you think that they formalized to be the alliance within the alliance? Do you know what I mean? I don't know.
Doesn't Michael already have a final three?
Michael, Brittany, and Taylor do, yes.
Yeah.
everything needs to be put on the table, and then kids every day. Now that you guys have
Alyssa's facial expression rarely changes. She would be hard to tell if she's lying.
Because she's always just thinking, trying to process what people are saying.
She's trying to figure out what state or country she's in.
It's so difficult paying attention to everyone's talking. So many words.
Daniel is the
Here we
reason
go.
he came down, not Kyle. We, including Kyle, agreed you would be the one to go home, and Indy would join it. I never agree with that. I never even agree with that. Like, I would never speak about that. That was not an option. Oh, it's I promise you can.
You're speaking for me, dude. Like, just because what I say and agree with the plans does not mean anything.
Just because I agreed with it doesn't mean I agreed with it.
One thing is, no one knows how we cut with a plan. Out of respect for you, America, I stopped this incredibly tense situation just for audio purposes.
So you did lie to me.
I did. Obviously, everyone's lying to everyone at this point.
So what about like 5 squatters? Like, did you pay information out? We talked about that.
Kyle and I both from the leftover. Kyle came into you and already said, like, hey, this aligns to space. Like, did I was basically. You feel up until this point, you didn't talk much game. I purposely did that avoid you. I didn't want to lie to you. I was trying to avoid it as much as I can.
Days ago about the
Girl, your boyfriend lied to you more than Joseph did.
You lied to me.
Yep.
Why would you believe anything you say now?
Joseph does need to shave that little mustache, though, thing that he's got going on.
That's
He's better.
You're right. It looks like
That's
He's better clean shaven. He's better clean shaven.
Yeah. It's a squirrel fart.
You're like such a good game now. Andy and Travis both told me they would never vote you out. Like, they would vote themselves out of this game. Like, that is sad. They were saying, no, I'm speaking. And, like, the same with myself, the same with parents, like, anybody who said, okay, I'm shocked, like, I'm here for it. And it's
Oh, did you see the mean girl came out there? I'm speaking.
Mm-hmm.
I guess, good job.
Reminds me of week one, Alyssa. With
Well, she
Paloma.
knows she's not going home.
Nope.
But no, it's funny how her behavior changes when she thinks she has the upper hand.
Right. When she
Yeah.
has a little power, she's
Yep.
a little safe.
It's a little sass dynamic.
My boy, I was willing to hear you out, but literally you are just digging your own grave right now. How was that work to me was fine.
Alyssa, get over it.
I've never liked to Turner. I've never liked to come.
Just me. And all I know.
Yeah, I know. I'm sorry because we want to. Yeah. Bravo, Joseph. You're helping me out more than you know.
I feel at this point that it would be a clean slate for him to rock with me, whereas you, I feel that your allegiance is not broken to this group.
See, Terrence is not a good player. They don't vote the same so they can stay.
They don't vote the same. You, Monty, you've been in something. Y'all been rocking since you've been.
Like I said, I don't think the showman's is as big a deal as you do at this point.
It's a
I think
guaranteed number. It's always a big
Yeah, I
deal.
think it's always a big deal.
It's known. It's out in the open. They
As a
have no
matter-
power right now. He's alienated from the leftovers for sure after this.
Every time a showmance has made it to double eviction night and lived past double eviction night, someone in the showmance wins.
Dun dun dun. They better go. One of them better go.
These two are
tonight.
no Rob and Amber.
They're no Robin Amber. Yeah, but you've got, what showmances do we have that made it that we have a player to the end? Some
Ooh,
of
we.
Rachel.
You know what? But good for them for all 5 sitting down. They powwowed that out because that's
Justin
unusual
Jordan.
to see everyone just out there talking like that. Good for them.
Well, I mean, like, what else are they going to do? They're in like a 5x5.
That's
square
true.
foot.
That's true.
But I have to say, I mean, whatever. If she's playing it up, then great. But if she's not playing it up and she's really using the well, you lied to me. Like, that's why showmances have to go, because she's sitting by the person that lied to her the absolute most during the entire thing, and she's still going to vote right along with him no matter.
Right. So so then obviously lying doesn't really matter to you. It's
Doesn't
just
matter. Doesn't matter. She's just going to do what he wants her to do at this point, guaranteed, or vice versa. It's just, yeah, no one's going to go their own way on this one.
So who's everyone's favorite this season? David's favorite is Taylor, right?
Taylor and Terrence.
But who's your number one?
Oh, Taylor for sure.
Okay. James.
My favorite's Taylor and Turner. Those are my two. Those are
Mine
two.
is, and mine is
up there too.
Michael's my number one, and then Turner.
I
And
still think
I'm only saying Michael's my number one because he's been my number one from the beginning, so I figure I gotta stay with it. But Turner's like right there with him for me.
Yeah.
I like him both.
I'll give Turner most improved since week 1 in my estimation.
You know what? Is that most improved, or is he just kind of like?
Well, or maybe
Like,
I was
just
I
plodding along
prejudged
in
him.
the-
I don't know.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think that, well, if you look at the two different versions, if you look at Michael and you look at Turner and see the game that they're playing, I think they're both equally matched in understanding how this game works and how the people that they're playing with work. But how they go about using that information is going to be a little bit different. And Michael does have the upper hand with his comp wins.
He does.
Yeah, but
He does, but that puts a bigger target on his back. And I think Turner plays that whole like dirty hippie thing. Like he's not dumb at all.
No,
Not a dumb guy.
really savvy.
We have a question. Who would be the most shocking final two?
In this group,
Listen, Kyle.
Terrence and Alyssa.
Brittany and
Um,
Alyssa.
The most shocking?
I think it'd be Brittany and Alyssa would be the most shocking for me.
The most shocking would be Jasmine and anyone because she just got voted out. I'm just saying.
True that. True that.
Oh,
There we go.
okay. It'd be shocking if they brought Paloma back and she made it to final two too.
That would be really shocking. But most shocking.
That's
Yeah,
the kind
I think.
of, by the way, that's the kind of stuff they do in Big Brother Australia. They just
Australia,
go,
yeah.
The person who got evicted week 1, let's just bring him back.
Remember that thing we told you? We didn't mean it.
We were lying. We lied.
They're coming back. Yeah, I think anything with Alyssa in it, honestly, because no, I guess there could be people who would take her.
I think there's a couple ways for Alyssa.
I think it'd be shocking if Kyle gets there, honestly,
Do
at
you?
this point. At this point, I
I
kind of
don't,
do.
I don't think Michael's going to get there. I think he's put too big a target on him. That's why Turner's playing a better game.
Well, and I don't disagree with you. Michael might still be able to make the
Michael
maneuvers.
peaked way too early, and everybody can see he's a threat.
But if he can continue to win when he needs to win, maybe I don't know. We'll see. We'll see.
But who would take him out? Who do you think if he's out, who do you think is the one who's going to be responsible for
Taylor, for sure.
Think so?
Yeah.
I think
She's
it'd
got
be-
to see it.
Well, she's got to see it, but she also has a final 3 with him and Brittany. So maybe she says no because they're gonna watch me to the end.
No, because she can count votes. She's a pageant girl. She's going to go, he's got me beat.
Yeah. I think Monty or Turner would have to be the one that took Michael out.
Yeah, I agree. I think it could be Turner, and Turner would not even.
No. I mean,
I don't
would be
think he'd
sad
even
for
feel
Michael,
bad about it.
Yeah.
BB says Michael could be Rachel Riley 2.0 and win out. No,
Absolutely.
He can't win out.
Okay.
No, he can't.
These
Maybe.
people are not all the brightest bulb in the bunch. They left the biggest threat and a couple together. Not a power couple, but and they're still
The power of
concerned
two.
about this couple thing. I don't think it's that big a thing.
It's just anytime somebody feels comfortable because they have
it's back on.
a definite partner is a threat to anyone else.
Here we go.
Again, still with that Gilligan hat. I just don't.
I don't want to watch Joseph go home. I'm going to be sad.
Keep him.
Trisha, she gets up and go, can't you see this guy's a total douche?
Yeah, really. This guy who lives in his mom's basement? Seriously?
And in doing so, it opened up a new chapter to enter back into that house. And you guys have a difficult decision to make. You guys have to pick someone to go with you going back in there. And in picking someone,
I hope you pick the person that always shows to be a team player. And if you guys do that or not, I'll respect it completely. Love you all. Thank you, Jessica. Kyle.
Man, it was excellent.
Look at her. Look at him. Ugh. That 10 seconds was real good.
Just too
Apparently.
Yes, inside. I hope I've proven in this
Where did
was
he get
looking
this
at-
hat?
She was looking at him the way that girl was looking at Professor Indiana Jones in his class with her
With the lovely
eyelid.
eyes?
Yeah. That's how Alyssa was looking at Kyle.
Thank you, Kyle. Thank you both. All right. Now time for the voting to begin. As of
But it would be super hilarious right now if Alyssa voted him out.
That would be funny.
That would be amazing. Everyone would have respect for her.
If she voted him out and said, and just did this, I
If
would
she
die.
voted him out, she'd go to the end. Anyone would take her to the end, I bet you.
Yeah,
Because
she'd
they'd be
be
like,
my
look at her. That's how she makes it to the end and win, or has a chance.
Yep.
Ruthless. You wrote out your showmance.
Oh, the diary room is up there, huh? I feel like we haven't seen much of this up here. Did they build up for this week?
Just that one diary room where they've done their confessionals and stuff, I guess.
Thank you. Love you, Mom, Dad, and Megan. This week has been eye-opening for Alyssa.
Damn it, Turner.
Yeah, you knew it was coming.
Yep.
Well, I'm sad. I am sad to see Joseph go.
2 is all he did.
Hi, Alyssa. Hi, Julie. Please come.
Because that's classy.
I vote to evict Joseph.
Yeah, I really love Joseph, but he didn't play the game when he needed to play the game. Kyle beat him to the punch, and that's just how.
100%. 100%. But I just don't think he could pivot fast enough when they got outside.
No.
You know what I mean?
Well, and Joseph is he was more loyal to the group than Kyle. So.
Yeah. He had a plan and it included his alliance, right?
Yep.
He didn't have a plan B to pivot on.
No.
All of the votes are in. Let's give the news to the House guests. House guests.
It'll be interesting, though, when this all comes out. Because you know it's Kyle blowing it up and telling Terrence it's coming out.
You say goodbye.
Well, it depends if they go with the conversations they've had to lie and say that Joseph was the one who ratted everyone out.
Whoever's evicted
Yeah, but somebody will tell the truth.
Hopefully.
at Nate Rochella.
Because they, if you're 4-on-4, you're better off crossing over to the stronger side.
You are evicted from the Big Brother house.
Aww. He always looks like he's really legit gonna cry.
Yeah.
And that makes me want to cry a little bit.
You know what? He does not match.
He looked like Nacho, right? When Nacho knew that there was going
When,
to be no
when
saving
Nacho
him.
knew.
He has a gooey center. You know what I
Yes.
mean?
He's a sweetie. So they're all locked up in the HOH room?
Well, I don't know where they are.
Yeah, I think they're in lockdown in the HOH room.
They're locked in the storage
Oh,
closet.
okay, just to say goodbye, like go out the door, I'll buy him. Don't like it.
Oh, I would have stole the chess piece
Hey,
on the
let's-
way out. So they
you
didn't
guys-
have the whole thing.
Let's talk about the fact that we're back to a live audience. That's pretty exciting.
Yeah, oh yeah, we didn't mention that last week, did we?
Air hugs. Is she still doing that? Yep.
Alyssa's like, I'm finally in the alliance.
I belong.
Terrence is probably saying the same thing.
Yes.
Terrence always thought he was in an alliance.
What alliance was that?
Like, the one in his head.
Right,
made up.
exactly.
Yeah.
The one where he was playing the masterful game.
Yeah, that's the one.
Hey, look. He is the oldest person to make it this far in the game in a long time.
It's been a while. Oh.
It's the only group that you're allowed to marginalize still on Big Brother is you can like hate on the old people and throw them out.
Oh, Joseph. Look at him. He's all like, I am going to get
Oh.
so drunk tonight.
Wait till he finds out he has to go with Jasmine to the jury house.
Oh, he ain't gonna like that.
Hey, could you imagine if
But
it
there's
had,
alcohol there, so maybe he can deal with it.
yeah, if it had been Turner, that would have been even worse.
Yeah. Oh my God. Because Turner, Oh, that'd be so funny.
They were
Turner's-
contemplating the Brochella group were having a game last night where they were going, okay, like what if, like what is your conspiracy theories? And they had a conspiracy theory that Turner and Jasmine were actually secret lovers, like they knew each other outside of the house.
Of all the people with their diary room sessions, Turner's are the ones that make me laugh the most.
Yes,
I like his because, like, he comes off as like the hippy dippy,
Yep.
whatever guy, the bro
Yep.
dude, not bro dude, the just like hey dude guy, and he goes in there and he lets the snark out for sure.
We haven't had
Yep.
well, he kind of reminds me of Brittany Haynes, in a lot of ways.
Oh yes,
the comments that are made, and we haven't had somebody with that kind of energy for a long time. So it's
Yeah.
fun. It's
so
fun.
there you go. He needs to stay to the end because we need his comments.
We do. We really do.
So
He's
I
not
got,
quite as
I
fun as
got,
Carson Kressley, but almost.
I got a direct message from Dan in Wisconsin, who apparently
Dan?
has made up his own Big Brother show, and he
Okay.
said he thought the arm wrestling challenge was a bit over the top,
Oh,
and he said he hopes the head of biceps doesn't veto the house. So
the head of what?
the head of biceps.
Not the head of biceps.
Dan's been drinking lately.
Oh, well,
He's
Dan,
probably enjoying a tequila.
it was like dad jokes via
Yeah,
Dan.
yeah.
Thanks, Dan, the
The over
man.
the top thing, though, you guys got.
That's
He
pretty
predicted
good.
that Only,
Yeah,
only
yeah, that's
JP
good.
would get that joke.
Oh no, that's good. We got it. That was a Stallone film. Great.
Well, it was a middle-aged dad joke, and he is.
Yeah,
That's true.
it's true. That is true. Bean is asking who we
Who
think
wins the
will
next
win the next
HOH?
HOH.
The next HOH, it depends. I don't know. It depends on what it is. If it's a crapshoot, a number guess, or there's a lot of talk that people think it's going to be the tiny challenge, where it's like the little tiny set that you have to. Stack.
Oh yes.
So
Sorry, I have to.
I mean, because that's like a really different set of skills.
Yeah, we have like the little tweezers, and you have to like do the.
That's one that
Yeah.
Alyssa could get. That could be an Alyssa one. Oh God, I do not want an Alyssa HOH.
You'd have to have a really, really
Oh,
tiny,
my- well,
tiny
maybe you know
Mensa
what?
certificate for Michael.
If she got HOH, then they could have more than 10 seconds. I bet.
Oh yeah, I definitely don't want Alyssa HOH.
I mean, how else would they celebrate Jasmine's birthday?
That would be really
Jasmine's
great.
birthday,
Like
summer.
going, that was for you, Jasmine. Happy birthday.
Oh gosh. Oh, I don't know who's gonna win. Well, it definitely won't be
gosh.
Terrence. Definitely won't be Michael. It'd be
Yep.
great to see Taylor win again.
Yes, I would love a Monty or
Or-
Taylor. That'd be good.
I'd be fine with Brittany too. Win it, Brittany. Let's go.
I think
only-
Taylor's going to
The
win.
only
I
worry
think
I
Taylor's
have,
turning it on now.
Okay.
I think the only worry I have though is now for Turner. If anyone in the house right now gets the HOH, I do worry about. I worry about that Turner.
I gotta show this one. So, I mean,
It's not romantic.
well, it depends. Was it like 10 hours before the 10 seconds? I don't know.
Do you have video? Do you have video up, Christy?
Do I have video up?
Yeah, TV video.
I just
Your
put it on
video?
commercials.
Your TV video. Why?
I'm just asking because I just heard my phone do a beep beep. So.
Oh no, I'm still watching.
All right,
I'm still
good.
watching. I'm
Good.
good. American Family Insurance. We got it.
This is the kind of things that we have to do to make things work. Just talking
Yeah. It was a lot of duct tape and pipe cleaners.
Yeah.
But we got there.
MacGyvered it. We MacGyvered it. It's fine. It's
We
working
did.
fine.
We got it.
So yeah,
Is the new headset less echoey?
It's loud.
Is it? What if I do
I
that?
feel like we're in time.
That's probably going to be the difference.
Is
Yeah,
that better?
like cut it, like split the difference.
Better?
No.
There you
Yeah,
go.
that's pretty good. There you go.
Okay.
Yeah, there you go. Excellent.
You got it. You got it.
Never sounded better, Dave.
Yeah.
Sounded good.
It's not a real high standard.
I was today years old when I realized that because we had Paramount Plus, I had the live feeds for free.
Yay!
How did you not know this?
Oh, I wasn't looking. I don't know. It's my
I don't
husband's.
watch the
Paramount
live
Plus.
feeds. I just make Jamie tell me what happens on them.
I always forget we have Paramount Plus. This is my husband's, but
Terrence reminded us last night.
Apparently, it looks like my romance was more intimidating than his showmance. Your romance meaning between you and Monty. That seemed to be
So apparently it looks like my romance was more intimidating than his romance. Your romance.
Isn't that why they got rid of Pooch too? Because of his bromance
Yep.
with Joseph?
no, I'm so if nothing
I
else
miss
this season.
Pooch.
No, I'm glad he was the first to go because I think.
I want my hashtag back. I want my hashtag
Okay,
back. I
but
want my
we couldn't
hashtag
have,
back.
we could not have dealt with him and Jasmine in the same
God
house.
no. God no.
All
You
these
probably couldn't
weeks.
have dealt with me saying Turner and Pooch every 4 seconds for the entire season.
that loyalty to some aspect can
In his crazy husky eyes, right? They were like that blue, like a.
They're not my cup.
Like a
of-
husky
my
dog?
cup of tea.
They looked a whole lot of crazy, is what they did.
After the meeting, Aaron spoke the news to you that Kyle had thrown you under the bus and outed the whole leftovers alliance. Now that the shop has worn off, what do you think about Kyle's gameplay? I think it's not a game I want to play. I took the harder route going forward. I tried to keep some form of my moral compass in mind. I should have done a better job. I should have saw it coming. And
Yep, that's true. You should have saw it coming.
He should have. I think Joseph is the more trusting of that group, though. He's just really trusting.
not what I would have done.
He was completely loyal to them. Freaking
I think he
Gryffindor,
figured
man.
he figured there were 3 leftovers out there. They were fine,
Yeah,
and he didn't count on
Yeah.
Kyle going soft.
I probably would have thought the same thing.
Oh, Kyle going soft out. God, the joke.
Only, but the Kyle thing, it's because
that's the decision.
there was no wiggle room for Kyle. He was going to end, otherwise he was going to send his girl home.
No wiggle room. The joke.
No wiggle room for him.
You're killing me.
If only Kyle and Alyssa had been split up and one was inside and one was outside,
I
it'd be a
don't know why
totally
they
different.
didn't split them.
totally
I do not
different
know
week.
Why they did not split them.
That's going to be extremely difficult.
You know, if someone was truly a Mensa scholar, they would have known that.
He should have split them.
She's done multiple times, which is
Absolutely. You don't want them all week long. Split them up for a week. See what happens.
really looking forward to.
Cool. At the very least, you cool down the showmance, right?
Yep.
Considering what she's been through in this house. I was really looking forward to seeing her, and I felt like this
That
experience
sucks.
made me get a little closer to her. We now share a similar experience in the house. Yeah, and it does break my heart that.
So Indy's on the jury, right?
No. Oh, yes.
Oh, so it's just yeah,
No, no,
it's Indy
she
and
was the-
Jasmine, right?
Mhm.
Was the Indie Gow just last week? Was that just last week? Oh my gosh.
Sitting here now, it's pretty fun to learn seeing how you want to play the game,
Aw.
and wanting to do what they do. But did that weaken your personal game? Unfortunately, and this is probably a life lesson, I know you can't always put yourself first. We're not even, I think now we're at the halfway point with the house guests, and it takes a team to get to the end, and that's what I'm trying to do. Final thought is, the Big Brother house is something else.
So wait,
It's something else. I know. Maybe not too good.
Thank you, Joseph. Thank you so much.
so he doesn't get goodbye messages?
Interview with you.
Oh,
Why not?
extended.
But why?
It's because they're time crunched.
An interview with Joseph.
Oh, and I guess there was probably nothing that was going to be like a revelation for him. No, never mind.
They did that a lot last year too.
No.
Yeah, because who there's going to have some big secret to tell him? Nobody.
Right.
It's only good for the non leftover
So
people.
what do you think is going to happen? Are we just going to get to see them say, "Okay, go on inside," and then we're going to be done for the
Yep,
night, right?
that's it. I don't
Yeah, I
think
don't
they're
think-
going to start.
We're just
No
going to get to
HOH.
see
challenge.
the initial reaction.
Hopefully, we get to see the reaction from the other side who went home.
I'm hoping so. I'm going to be
Let's
mad
go.
if we don't get to see that.
Let's go, big
There ain't a lot of
brother.
time left.
I know.
That's what's going to happen. And then she's going to say goodnight, house guest, and that's going to be the lot.
And then she's going to say her full name, and she's going to tell you God bless.
They might do the they might live on Sunday.
Maybe.
They've done that before.
Mhm. Yes. But they have
If it's
really,
not a
like,
long one.
well, it's like when we had the 2-hour episode and it was like we couldn't even get the competition in. I mean,
It might be kind of funny if they made them stay in their spaces until Sunday. And didn't
That
let
would
them
be funny.
Yeah, you voted someone else, but now you guys have to hang
Well,
out
what would be
together.
funny is they took 2 from inside and made them go out, and 2 from outside and made them go in.
Oh,
And
mix
that's
them around a little
that's
bit.
What happened till Sunday?
it would be funny is that if in order to get their food, they had to like lift weights and they had to reach a certain amount of weights to be lifted. And then like they all can sit there and remember how they got rid of the one guy that could have fed them.
That would be funny. No, Joseph, you know what? He's a really he seems a very decent guy. There's nothing on the show that showed him a bad guy.
No,
So
he's
good
a
for him. He gets to leave the show and he gets to go live his life. And I don't think he's not going to hear any flack about anything.
B-Bean
Not 10
wants to
seconds.
know-
Yeah.
B-Bean wants to know on a scale of 1 to 10 how sad we are that Jasmine was evicted.
1. Maybe 2 because I knew she
I'm
was.
like a 2, but I'm like a 4 for the eyebrows.
Yeah, she said
No,
silly-
the eyebrows right
I miss
lower.
the humor. I need material.
Yeah, that's just it. It's
I
nice
like her
for
little
her to be
butterbean
like-
comments better than her eyebrows. Her-
Yeah, I don't-
Her
Yeah.
butterbean biscuity things are.
She was writing those for 2 months before she got on the show.
I wish they were chicken legs. What? It was like hee-haw for a moment. It was so weird.
I think it would have been fun if she was like, she told us like, oh, those were all things that my granny actually said to me when I was growing up or something. Then it'd be like, oh, okay.
Here we go.
Together in just a few moments, but first, here's a look at what's coming up. Due to NFL football will air on Sunday at 8:30 Eastern, 7:30 Central. We'll have football tee up on the West Coast. That's
Crazy time.
Right?
7:30 Central, but at our normal time on the West Coast, 8 p.m. Pacific. See all the fallout from the Split House twist. How will tonight's victory shake up the house?
Thumbs up or thumbs down on the split house twist?
Thumbs
I mean-
down. Never let them talk before they separated.
I don't
I
mind this.
say
Really, I think it's okay. For a double eviction week, I think it's okay.
Oh, here we go.
no. It took double eviction week, and the frantic nature of it is fun. This wasn't that.
But instead of them doing schoolhouse pick, do it random draw.
Yes.
That would be more interesting
No,
because
just
then you're the HOH, but you're picking the people, and maybe you like them and maybe you don't. You got to make something of
Do
it.
what
No.
Big Brother AU would do. Just have production pick it to create the maximum carnage.
Let's look for Taylor's face of rage.
She's like, "Where's that pretty boy?" But wait, they can look on the wall, the memory wall. Their pictures will be faded out. They'll know before they know. It's like,
She don't look that mad.
oh wait.
It's because she's pageant. Because she knows how to
Well, you know what? I bet you we get a confessional on Sunday from that from her.
Yeah. She knows how to keep her poise. But I know she's mad because she was
But
saying
inside-
all week she was gonna be.
You ever seen the movie Election?
Yes.
No.
Inside her head, she's doing that.
Yep. That's hilarious.
Never seen Election? Reese
No.
Witherspoon and Matthew Broderick. It's Alexander
Still no.
Payne movie. Alexander
Still no. You can tell me who directed it, who wrote it. I still haven't seen it.
Alexander Payne. Same guy who did About Schmidt.
Ooh. Now, okay. So my thoughts on that split, on this twist this week is I'm with you.
Alright.
I think it would have been better if it was a random draw.
I'm turning the TV off.
Perfect.
Okay.
My biggest complaint is
Ooh,
the
look at
fact
that.
that there should have never been any time for them to have a conversation once the teams were drawn. Because I
Not-
think that played too big of a part in this week.
Yep, not wrong. I agree.
Also, if you constantly have problems with wall yellers nearly every season, do you not foresee the possibility when you're going to send your house guests out there to live
Outside
for
for a week. Because here's the thing. What are they supposed to do? Are they supposed to send them in because there's wall yellers? They can't
Yeah.
do
Why
that.
don't you just put?
Here's
Why
the
don't you
thing.
just put a security guard on the street? So you see the
With
wall coming and you
with
turn
a
the music
sniper
on.
rifle. Come on.
because of the way that where the studio is, it's next to the LA River. And so the wall yellers can yell from the other side of the river with megaphones, which they
Or
do.
on a boat in
Yeah,
the
but
river.
you would be able to see them, wouldn't you?
Yeah, but they can just step out onto
Put
their
them out there with a
balcony.
radio and go, got a wall yeller.
And maybe they do sometimes, but like literally they can just walk out onto the balcony of their apartment and yell across the river. It's pretty easy. Like they have security guards that can watch the lot, but they can't guard the river or the other side of the river.
And by
That's-
LA River, you mean the big drainage ditch that runs?
yes.
Yeah.
The cow
It's
float.
a roaring river.
Rip roaring.
B. Bean has had a good idea. Asks, what if the inside voters voted for the outside noms and vice versa? That actually might
I
have
would have
been.
hoped for that, honestly.
That would be
Would've
kind of
still
cool,
gone
right?
Home.
Yep.
Mm-hmm.
And,
Like they
and
still get to make their speech there to like,
Still
hey,
can
don't
vote
vote
for
for me,
veto.
whatever. Still
Yep.
can meet for veto, but then at the end they give their plea to the other side, and the other side decides. That would be really interesting. That would
Would
be
you
really
swap out
interesting.
the HOH with the tiebreaker too?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yep. I would have preferred that. But okay, guys, we've said
There's
this
a lot of
numerous
ways they can play with this. I don't mind it.
And
honestly.
David
I like the
uh,
other double eviction better.
David can vouch because
What other double
of
eviction?
watching the way that they normally do a double eviction, like a whole week and
Or
one
what they
night.
do are like,
Yeah.
We will probably
That was
still
good, too.
we'll probably still get another double eviction. There's usually two. So
Yeah.
okay.
Vouch for you about?
The issue that we seem to always have with the CBS games is that we will get a twist, whether it be in Survivor or in Big Brother, Amazing Race. We'll get a twist, we'll get an idol, we'll get something, and then it doesn't pan out to its best ability because they leave out, like, they overlook one important aspect, or they don't follow through with one.
they don't foresee how. Yeah.
The players
When
aren't
you're-
going to play it to its
Has to
best,
explain it 50,000
Exactly.
times because he's an
Exactly.
egomaniac.
or it's too complicated. But like in Australian Survivor, the reason they have just as many twists and things as ours does, but the reason why it's successful is because the twist isn't left out in the jungle. The twist happens at tribal right now, and they don't have a say. So, and it's the same with Australia. Big Brother, it's like the twist is happening right now, and you don't have any control over it.
On Australian
you-
Big Brother, production goes, we don't like who's going to go home. Let's throw in a twist. They like make it up on the spot.
Right,
It's awesome.
right. And there's no way to manipulate it, or I mean, not really, because there's like this with the double eviction and the separating into two houses was a fantastic idea. But if you're going to separate them, make it a random draw, and
Yeah.
do not let them talk to each other once the teams are drawn. Like they
You know what-
cannot.
When you said if you're going to separate them, I was so tempted to go, keep them separated.
I'm not going to lie. I think it might have been in my head too. Just
Yeah. You gotta keep them separated.
separate.
But Wow. So yeah, not shocking given going into tonight who went home. I had hopes, but whatever. What else did we miss behind the scenes this week there, Jamie? What else did you see on the Twitter and the
Those were
internet?
Those were the biggest things. Our Wall Yeller moments, everything getting shut down for a while. No one's entirely sure what the Wall Yeller said, because the second that they'd start talking, feeds would cut, because they're not allowed to talk about it because they don't want to encourage Wall Yeller.
Well, all they have to do is open up the can of worms. They don't have to spill it all, because if you say enough, that's going to make them go, what's he talking about? What was that about?
And it really got Twitter in a buzz, because this was the order of how things happened.
And honestly, why not show it? What's the problem with showing it?
Because they'll encourage it.
Because it would
They'll encourage more of it.
You're probably right. Okay.
So
somebody will be on the wall yelling "Baba Booey."
Baba Booey. So we've got Terrence.
At least that's not spoilers.
Kyle tells him everything that we saw him tell him. And then he sits with that for a minute. He does question Turner. Turner doesn't immediately open up about anything because he's playing to see, what's going on.
And at that point, he was still on the block at that point too.
Well, he wasn't on the block. Well, was this before he put him on the block? No, this was before he put him on the block. So
yeah, Kyle gave it up like immediately.
Yeah. Well, Turner and Joseph. This all happened before he did veto, like before the nomination ceremony. This was all before that.
But so the Wall Yeller happened before it? No, the Wall Yeller happened
after.
Okay.
Yeah, after. Okay. So the order was Terrence gets told by Kyle what about the leftovers. Then Terrence starts to ask questions. Then Joseph and Turner start to go, did he say something? Do you think he said something? And then you learn as they're, having these conversations, dude, they do not believe that Kyle said something. Like, Kyle pulled it off as a secret. Terrence was not telling anybody that Kyle had told him. Like, and Joseph and Turner they weren't cueing in that Kyle had ratted him out. Then the Wall Yeller happened.
And they're like,
So,
did the Wall Yeller rat Kyle out, you think?
Well, okay, so they didn't know that for sure what had happened. Terrence put up Joseph and Turner, and then the Wall Yeller happened, and then the feeds went like weird, and then the next thing we know is that the veto was won, and Terrence used it and switched out Kyle, or switched out Turner for Kyle. And so everybody in the Twitterverse was like in a tizzy, because we had a Wall Yeller, and it might have been the first time in history that a Wall Yeller actually affected the game, because it's never worked thus far. Yeah. So however much effect that it actually did have on the game, we did not see it tonight. Like, everything still went in the same direction.
Okay. So these four make this new pact. They send Joseph home. Okay, so Terrence did not really have an alliance. So I can see for Terrence why Terrence is gung-ho to be with Kyle and Alyssa. Kyle and Alyssa, the same thing. Like, she's been with Kyle, but now she's like, oh, we have some more people. That's got to make Alyssa feel better. But for Kyle, this is not really a step up to be with Alyssa and Turner, or Alyssa and Terrence. And for Turner, I would think that Turner would just go, yeah. But he's got to know these three aren't getting him farther in the game.
Turner knows Michael has to go, and he wants numbers to make that move.
Sure, but as soon as they get but then after he does that, he's not going to be loyal to those three, is he?
It depends on the fallout.
Yeah, I don't know. With Turner, he's a hard cat to read, because you want to know why we suddenly started to like Turner, where we just didn't really have an opinion because he's in the background for a while. We decided we liked Turner because he got an HOH and he
stood up for Taylor.
And he stood up for Taylor, and he was the first person to play that card. So Turner is probably the most socially dangerous person in the house, and Michael is the most dangerous competitively.
Probably strategically.
Yeah, an honest dollar. If Michael and Turner made a secret alliance, they'd walk right into the final three.
I think so too.
Yeah, but the problem is,
But they're both afraid if the other one.
Michael wins.
Mm-hmm.
I don't think Michael wants to take Turner either.
No, that's why I said final
see?
For
three.
the same reason.
Yeah,
Yeah.
exactly. They
You
recognize.
take Brittany, and Brittany ain't going to win, and he knows it.
Turner wouldn't
Mhm.
let them take Brittany.
No,
But-
but I'm saying if Michael could go to the end with Brittany, it's perfect for him. He was loyal, and she won't win.
But
Or
I mean,
actually-
Brittany had, like I said, she has openly spoke about the fact that Michael is a huge threat and he's gonna have to get cut. Will she be brave enough to do it? I don't think so. I think she will just stick close to him as far as she can go. And honestly, she's not bringing enough to the table where it's like, well, if we cut Brittany, we're injuring the beast. You know, I just
Right.
with Kyle and Alyssa, the biggest thing that they made a mistake about is just for whatever reason in their head, all truly believing that Kyle would in fact put Alyssa up. I said the second that they realized Alyssa and Kyle were in a showmance, they should have cut Kyle then and there and taken Alyssa and brought her in. Period. That's what they should have done. But they didn't.
Yeah.
And now it's going to be crazy. So at the very least, it might be fun to watch. So I guess we win.
It just makes me wonder if they believed that Kyle was with them and would put Alyssa up, push come to shove. It makes me wonder, like, what was he saying to them to make them think that? Because we didn't see it in the edit. We didn't see the argument of why.
I
They
think
just
it's
wanted to believe
because
him?
when he first started talking to Alyssa, remember those first few nights where they had their minimal booze and she was like, oh, I like Kyle. No, I like him. And he's like, oh, hi there, friend, whenever she would enter the room, remember?
Yeah, and then she was getting all butthurt, like, he's not being nice to me.
Yes. She was trying to get with him and he was just trying to gently kind of like reroute her. And they saw that.
He was like,
and,
whoa.
and I think that they got stuck
Yeah, very
into
funny.
that version of Kyle. And even though it should be blatantly obvious, I think they got away with canoodling a little bit longer together than I think we were in on it far sooner than the rest of the house guests were.
Yeah.
So yeah. I don't know. I think it's safe to say that at least 2 out of the 3 of us, maybe David, YouTube, if you were in the situation. But I would definitely say that if Chris and I were in the house and somebody started a showmance, we'd immediately like have laser focus on they got to go.
Well, one of them.
One of them's got to be out of here. Yeah.
Because you can make alliances and you can have friends.
Not at this position, though, where they're at. She's on the outside looking in.
Okay, but if you're a player in the
strategic
game right
move
now,
for anybody but Michael is to get rid of Michael because he's gonna win if he's in the house.
yeah, no, you're not wrong there. You're not
Right,
wrong
no,
there. But also they are a threat, and you don't look at Alyssa as a threat. You look at Kyle as a threat because if you were in his alliance, you knew he had you guys. But then you look at him having this outside person, then it does start looking like the cookout, doesn't it? Then it starts looking like, okay, we are in an alliance and we're friendly with each other, but they got another little tie that I'm not going to have with him. You know,
I get what you're saying, and I understand the reasons generally you want to take showmances out. I just think where they're positioned right at this moment, they're largely irrelevant.
I think
This is
Kyle's
why-
not trustworthy, though.
No.
How do you know that
Doesn't
he's gonna-
matter.
Right.
But see, that's one of those things. We took him out because he wasn't trustworthy. Doesn't matter. You got to take out the people that can beat you, not the people
Sure,
that are
right.
trustworthy.
I'm not saying that has to be broken up before Michael. I'm not saying that. But let's say Michael goes home, or Michael wins HOA at some point, whatever, before they
If
can
Michael
take him out.
goes
Or he
home,
wins
then you got to
Let's
take out
put it this
Monty or Taylor.
Let's put it this way. Right now, we can all agree that the 2 best players in the house right now are Turner and Michael, right?
Yes.
Right now, they're currently the best.
I think
Okay,
so.
so one of the best players decided that they needed to target one of their own when they left because Kyle and Alyssa needed to stay in the game because they're a bigger threat than him. And that's why you got to break a showman's up. Because even the most outwardly best player in the game can use them to shield the target.
Yeah.
So, and that's it. Turner just saw an opportunity. He's going to take it. And I can't blame him. You're going to do what you're going to do. But
I think
Kyle is not trustworthy, and I may or may not, like be sometimes in the game you can't be trustworthy. So it's not that I'm saying ugh for him on that, but he can walk his ass right to the end of this game not being trustworthy. It's a tactic. It's a valuable
Sure.
tactic in the game.
Sure.
So
Terrence taking Turner, she's too many T's. Terrence taking Turner down from the block and putting up Kyle. Was that really him going against Kyle or not? Because if Kyle's up and he already knows that they're going to take out Joseph, or he wants to take out Joseph, then Kyle doesn't look guilty. He has no blood on his hands to the guys inside.
Terrence isn't that thinker.
Yeah.
I know he's not. But like it was, you know what I'm saying? But if you left Turner on the block, Kyle would have been the bad guy. Why didn't you, like, come on?
Because I now this is where
Just saying, it could have been.
This is where having the feeds cut for so long really sucks, because you're not going to get the full like layout. And there are other people that are watching the feeds with far more detail in the last 2 days than I got to. So there's probably stuff that I missed.
But this is why I think,
like, my point of view on this is that Kyle got put up next to Joseph because there was no way that Turner was going to. There's no way that what Terrence saw is that there's no way that Turner was going to vote to get rid of Kyle over Joseph, but he might have Alyssa.
Yeah.
And so if you can do
no,
that.
I get that, but I think
you wouldn't have to break a tie.
But I
think
still
that was the biggest thing.
But I still think that inadvertently, Terrence helped Kyle by putting Kyle up. I think that helps him with damage control.
Because there was talk that this is what we're going to do when we get in the house. They're going to make it look like Joseph went to Terrence and Joseph told Terrence all about the leftovers, that he freaked out and he got paranoid and told him all about the leftovers, ratted everybody out. So Turner and Kyle did what they had to do and got him out.
I really hope that somebody in there, even Amonte goes like, in their confessional goes like, this don't really smell right to me. Like,
yes, please,
Big Brother gods. Because that would be, I want someone to be like, they're not good liars, or somebody's not a good liar.
But at the end of the day, like,
it doesn't matter, but
the people who Turner are actually closest to in the game, not talking about alliance members, just the people that he talks to the most, that he seems to get along with the most, like his closest emotional people, is Terrence and Alyssa. So him going into this it's a natural fit for him, because this is who he generally would hang out with anyway.
Who Turner's hanging out with? Those two? Really?
Yeah.
Okay.
He's sitting and chatting with Alyssa all the time. And
That's an interesting threesome.
That's why when Alyssa had her 10 seconds in heaven, who was the first person she told? It wasn't Jasmine or Indy. It was Turner. Because they're buddies.
And good for you, Turner, because I'm going to guess Turner was like, 10 seconds, really? He's
like, wow, that's fire. Good job.
That's
awesome. So
cool.
Great. Yeah.
And so my question, did anything pop up on the Twitter? About from Kyle's mom in regards to the fact that her son did the dirty on the live feeds?
Not that I've seen.
No comments?
I haven't seen anything on behalf.
She's so embarrassed and so sad that she's literally like hiding. She's like hiding. She's like, no comment.
I have seen plenty of tweets from Turner's girlfriend. You know, when he talks about Megan, his girlfriend.
Yeah.
She's fun. She said Turner doesn't have a Twitter account, so she does, the tweeting in his stead.
Good.
We do see that, and then we do see that the toxic fan base has been just reeling. Once Turner decided that he was working with Kyle and going to help send Joseph home, then the toxic people that watched the show decided they needed to call in threats to his workplace.
But based on what?
Because he decided to leave the leftovers and play a game for $750,000.
But Kyle had already left the leftovers.
Yeah, but they're against Turner.
But you know what I'm saying? Like,
siding with Kyle.
when I don't think he sided with Kyle. I think he looked at Turner jumping ship. Looked at Kyle jumping ship. And I think at that point, if you're smart, you start looking for a plan B, because but in an alliance like this of 7 people, at some point you're going to have a plan B.
And we are we're literally here because the two options, right? The two options outside of the alliance was who? Jasmine and Terrence. Terrence won HOH. Somebody from the alliance has to go.
Yeah.
This is how it is.
Jasmine was easy. That inside, they had an easy job inside.
And
there was Alyssa
outside, but they weren't going to. But Kyle wasn't going to let that happen because of the showmance.
Alyssa wasn't going to get touched because of Kyle.
If Kyle and Alyssa had never happened this season, if that had never happened, Alyssa would be gone already.
Yep, she'd have been gone for sure.
Mm-hmm.
Last week over Indy, definitely.
Probably.
Yeah, she's now on the live feeds explaining why she voted Monty out to Michael and Brittany.
Live feeds?
Oh, is she?
Yeah, I put the live feeds on.
Nice.
Interesting.
All
right, well, we're at an hour and 25 minutes.
Well, that was fun. We got it to work.
And Christy lost her signal.
She just dropped out. She's gone. She jumped ship. She left us. David.
Well,
the wall yeller got to her.
Well, that's interesting because I don't know how we can end the podcast without her. So
she's in control. We'll just have to all exit out. Well, I'll have to exit out, and everybody watching is going to have to use the honor system and just slowly walk away.
Well, right. We will catch you all next week at our regular time, 15 minutes after the eviction.
Yes, indeed. We'll see who's coming back around, and feel free to leave messages and check us out on the, you can find us on the Twitter. You see our handles there. Send us any questions if you have any there, and we'll see you next week.
And if you're bored in Wisconsin, you have more dad jokes, we'll listen.
We're always here for a good dad joke. All right, guys, you take care.
All right, bye-bye.
I am turning it off now. Bye, guys. Have a great week. Hey, sorry. That was my. You guys did it cut you guys off as soon as I went out? I know I was able to get in, and I just said bye, guys, and stopped it. My computer died. The battery went dead, and I didn't realize I was getting there. Last night, it went from like 13% to 0, like that. I saw 13%. I thought, okay, I'll wrap it up. And just as soon as I said where we were at, I was like, what the heck? Damn thing. Apple products, whatever. Yeah. I have to say, after one episode, I'm not used to Matt Smith. I'm just like, Matt Smith got a little buff, and it's freaking me out. I think, but given the story, they have to have so many more dragons, I think. Oh my gosh. You know what? If the story's good, I can overlook that stuff though, usually. Are you? Now that... Shh, don't tell her that. Don't tell her that. It's just some friends watching. Just some friends. Don't even think about it. All right, wait, that way so you don't have to be the only person looking. Because she's like, I'm here and yeah, a little more here. No spoilers. The trying. But for Scott, did that just go right over his head, do you think? Well, that was an interesting way for us to end tonight. Ah! Like, he thinks he's gonna eat my popcorn. And while we were recording, my husband kept coming out here and grabbing handfuls of my popcorn. Like, no, me and my daughter were gonna sit here and watch popcorn, make our comments, and watch it with you guys. Because I was like, let's watch it like we would watch it normally with our families or whatever. I mean, who cares, right? What did you guys think of this format? Did you like it? We had like 6 in watching live with us, watching the show live with us consistently throughout. Yeah. So that's more than normal watching live. But yeah, people think that they can just pick it up and listen later. So don't eyeball me, son. It was fun. It's unique and different. Cool. Mm-hmm. I had a ring light and I decided I didn't like it. Oh! You're like, sorry, Chris, you cannot come in the bedroom. Goodbye. Well, I turned my video on because I didn't want her to be all by herself. Yeah. All right. Well, thanks, guys. This was fun. We're done early, so enjoy yourself. Have some more Jack Daniels and oh, see, I've been empty for a while, like 30 minutes. I was like, God. Okay, sure. You didn't put them in your cup? Oh my God, that's funny. Or maybe so low, he just has to have it near him and he can just absorb it. Like the fumes. All right, well, he was over here wanting to eat my popcorn. I give him one piece. Now he turns his nose up and acts like he's too good for it. God, cats. Love that boy. All right, well, I'll see you guys later. That was fun. That was fun and different. Anyway, see ya. Bye. We're done.
Wow, 2 apple ciders.
We done. We done. We done.